इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बज के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
A very good afternoon to all the dear friends. We welcome all of you to our Business Opportunity with Chai webinar series. This is a specially designed webinar where you digitally interact with the brand team, understand their business model, and take a right and a conscious decision of taking the franchisee. It's a 45-minute session where first we talk about the business opportunity with the help of the presentation. Moving towards our panel discussion, we welcome all your queries in a question and answer box. Please maximize this webinar by sharing your inputs, suggestions, etc. This particular webinar is hosted by management team of Franchise India, Gaurav sir, Sonia ma'am, and Venus. Venus, she's a part of a Frank Global team and CEO at Frank Global. And it's our privilege, and we are delighted to launch House of Pops. Yes, they are inviting the franchisee partners across main cities. And today we have invited the team to talk about this business opportunity. But before I invite them, may I request Venus to invite and introduce our guest of honor. Over to you, Venus.
Thank you so much, Archana. Good afternoon, everyone. People who have started joining us on Zoom here, and this is live on Facebook. And of course, people who will watch this later, welcome. And we are very excited and privileged to introduce House of Pops over to you. Before I bring in our speaker of today, let me just introduce myself and my team. So I'm Venus Barak. I'm the CEO of Frank Global. We are a market entry firm, and we help international brands from all across the world to find franchise partners in India, some South Asian markets, Middle East, and have just opened up Africa. We are part of Franchise India and lead on the international business part. Today, we are introducing House of Pops, and I'm very excited to have Mazen with us, who is the CEO of House of Pops. It's just a very exciting brand. I think when we started talking to Mazen, his background, which is into hardcore FMCG, and understanding that world, and then sort of transforming that into his own brand, and bringing all those efficiencies of the FMCG world, and at the same time building the brand experience, the product. And with House of Pops, he has built vegan, completely vegan, totally natural popsicle brand and business. Right now, if I'm not wrong, it is available at 100 plus Horeca in point of sales, 18 to 20 stores already there. and that's something. With India being such an interesting market for a product like this, I mean, I love eating dessert, but having a dessert which can, where I don't have to feel guilty, I think that's the way forward for me and many other people. And also Pops offer that in a very indulging, yet very familiar environment. So I will bring in Mazen now. I think he's the best guy to present House of Pops. So welcome, Mazen, alongside me and of course my colleagues at Fran Global, Franchise India. Excited to hear from you and how you have built House of Pops till now, and what we can do in India.
Thank you so much for this introduction, and I'm very, very happy to be joining you and the entire team on the call to share a bit the opportunity on hand. I'm Mazen Kanaan. I'm the CEO and co-founder of House of Pops. I'm 38 years old, and I come from a background of FMCG. As she mentioned, I worked for around 13 years with Unilever, and most of these years I was working on their ice cream business, Magnum, Cornetto, between GCC. I worked in Turkey in brand development, for launching new brands, campaigns. And then we found there is a gap in the market between a gap in the health and wellness ice cream. If you go to the snacks, you can find a lot of biscuits, bars that are keto, plant-based, vegan. But when you go to the ice cream aisle, you still have all the regular fatty ice cream. And we said, you know what, there is an opportunity. So building on my background and seeing this opportunity, I decided to venture into this. I'm gonna share with you a presentation and take you through it, and then we can discuss more about it. So as I mentioned, this comes under the umbrella of a current trend context where people are looking for healthier product, better quality. When we ask them how important the ingredients that they are consuming, they say, you know, they allocate a lot of attention and they are ready to pay more for products that have better ingredients. You can see them now in the supermarkets, taking the product, looking at the back of pack, reading the ingredient lists, understanding how clean the product is in terms of ingredients. And also they are very getting more and more attentive about the environmental impact. What they are consuming, is it something that is helping getting a better environment, or is it damaging more and polluting more? So under this context, we have launched the brand House of Pops. Our story, as I have explained to you, started in 2018. We launched the products. I was with my partner, Marcella, in a farmer's market in Dubai. Maybe you're familiar with it. It's called the Ripe Market. We were the two of us. We got a bike. We produced some pops. We put it there. It was every Saturday. We did well the first week. The second week, people started asking to deliver to their places. We started selling online. We started doing events. Fast forward now, as I mentioned, we were two people with a small bike and a big dream. And today we are more than 70 people working on House of Pops, and we sell more than 1 million pops a year. So quite a development. We are available in 18 locations that we own. We are franchising. We are in hotels, in supermarkets, online. We're gonna talk about it in a minute. Our target group are the healthy enthusiasts, those people who are looking to consume something healthy, but they also, like Venus said, they want something that tastes good. They check the ingredients, they read the back of pack, they check the packaging. They want to feel good about the decisions that they are taking, if it is good for the environment, and they choose the best. This is our range. So we have the happiness range. This is the base range. We sell it here at 20 dirham. And it is mainly sorbets, like Mighty Mango, Raspberry, Strawberry, Mango Passion Fruit. We have some with a milky texture, like Fancy Choco and Crazy Coconut, but those we use organic, vegan, organic milk and organic cream, coconut cream. So coconut milk and coconut cream to bring this creamy texture. The rest are mainly sorbets. And then we have the Royal. Those happiness comes 80 ml, the Royal come 123 ml. and they have real fruit pieces at the front, and those are really Instagrammable, and you see a lot of people taking pictures with these pops. We have also a keto range catering for the people who are following a keto diet, and we have some of the happiness range dipped in 72% Madagascar chocolate to give a bit more indulgence, yet keep the healthy aspect to that. So this is our range: the happiness, the royal, the choco dip, the keto, and we keep innovating, but this is currently what we have. 6 value propositions make the way we do business differently. 3 are related to the product, and this is what differentiates us. The first one is purity. Our products are 100% natural. They have only 5 ingredients, plant-based, no refined sugar, no preservatives, no coloring, no additional flavors. Whatever flavor you get is coming from the fruit itself. But it is not pure just for the sake of being pure. It's also good for you. So this is where the wellness comes into play. We have up to 94% fruit content. In strawberry, we have around 83% strawberry. And it's low calories. It starts from 40 calories per pop for the watermelon, for example. It's rich in fibers, and fibers help in your cardiovascular health. And there are studies show that it helps in the immunity. It helps in your gut health. And now, after the pandemic, people are more aware of their health, and they want functional goods and functional products that help them, not only eat something, but help them also be better. The last point is sustainability, and this is a big agenda for us. We are the first and only ice cream popsicle that is plastic-free when it comes to packaging. We use bioxide-oriented polylactic acid film. It's compostable, biodegradable. We get it from Italy. It has the same, it preserves the ice cream like plastic does, but it's not plastic. It's made from plant starch. And this is something we are very proud about because this is why we say that our products are 100% natural inside and outside. Even when we go for the supermarkets, we needed to put them in a carton box. And then when you want to put it there, you need to laminate it. And the lamination, to preserve the carton getting soaked, you should put a PE coating, but PE is plastic. But then we went into R&D and we checked different options, and we were able to get a water-based coating, which is plastic-free. So this is the extent that we go and engage. And recently we have taken another initiative where for the uniform of the promoters in the shop, we have got the uniform, the aprons, the cap from recycled material. So we look in every aspect of our business, how can we be more sustainable? So purity, wellness, sustainability, those are 3 things related to the products that we sell. Creativity, customization, and quality is how we do business. We are constantly innovating because we own the entire supply chain. So we have frequent innovation cycles and frequent new news. In Ramadan, for example, we have something special for Ramadan. On Eid, we have something special for Eid. So whatever the occasion is, we can be innovative. Customization, we have the option when we do events with corporate to print on the packaging, to print on the bike, to engrave on the sticks, which makes it more personal. And last but not least, quality. We are halal certified, HACCP certified. We are going ISO 22000, and we follow the best health and safety practices. So those are 6 very important differentiators versus the other competition. This summarizes really what I want to say. So if you look at our chocolate is made from pure cocoa powder. We use Varrona cocoa powder, the most premium cocoa powder in the market. Organic coconut cream, organic coconut milk, vegetable fibers, and organic agave. If we look at the other commercial brand, you can see like their list of ingredients, things you would not understand. Reconstituted skimmed milk, emulsifier. There are 9 E numbers there. Anhydrous milk, artificial ethyl vanillin, acidity regulators, raising agent. So versus our brand, a 7-year-old kid would understand what's in the chocolate product versus the competition. I'm struggling a bit to go back. All right. Also, we moved to a brand new facility in Dubai, 7,000 square feet. It can produce up to 12 with some expansion, up to 25 million pops a year. We have experienced workforce and we have the right certification for that. We also work with the top advertising agency to ensure that our communication and support for our franchisee and our brand is at the top. We work with Publicis Group, who does the same work for Nestle, for Nescafe, for KitKat, for Mars, for Galaxy. It is all covered there. We also have a strong presence online, 17,000 followers, highly engaged. You can see them posting about our pops and they are very happy with how natural it is. And this is a main drive of our business as well to market it. This is our happiness fleet. We have the freezers that goes into the supermarkets. We have the bikes that goes into hotels and HoReCa section. We have the carts and the food trucks that are the basis of our franchising opportunity. We operate in 5 channels: retail, our own shops, and also the franchise, the home delivery, trade, HoReCa, events, catering, and schools. We are the only popsicles allowed to be sold in schools in Dubai. This is some of the 5 stars hotel. We service more than around 45 stars hotel in UAE. You can see the groups: Hilton, DoubleTree, Jumeirah Group, Marriott, Hamptons, Four Seasons, Rov, Rotana, Weston. You know, all those tier 1 hotels, they want to offer something different for their consumers, for their customers, and they have a strong sustainability agenda. They are very excited when we tell them that, you know, we can help you decrease the single use of plastic. They have also a wellness agenda. They want to offer something natural, etc. So our product is really provides a strong fit as a solution for their agenda. Those are also some of the pictures of the events and catering that we do. And this is a great way of really spreading awareness and spreading awareness around the product and the brand without paying. Actually, this is a profitable way to market our brand. And this is where we start. We do all kinds of events: food festivals, arts, music, corporate events. We partner with Kenzo, with Visa. We also partnered here, for example, with the Nakhil. Nakhil, it's a big real estate company, and they purchased 25,000 popsicles from us, and we distributed for free in their neighborhoods. So this is really a great way. And this is a list of the 18 locations that we operated this year. We had a strong presence in Expo, in Dubai Eye, Kite Beach, La Mer. We have 2 JBR, we have 2 City Walk. So we really own the entire coast of Dubai, the high real estate locations. You can find us there. This is the management team. I come, as I explained, from Unilever. Marcella, the co-founder, has experience in hospitality between Jumeirah Group and Intercontinental. She's from Costa Rica. We have Steve, who has 30 years of franchising experience with Al Hokair in UK, in GCC. Ismail comes also from Unilever with 17 years of operations experience, and Lara comes from Nestle. We have also Shankar joining us from Baskin-Robbins. So yeah, we attract the best talents in the market, all with strong, relevant experience in FMCG, to make sure that whatever we offer is at the level of the multinationals. The franchise model, a few words around it. So we offer the trademark, the license to operate, the marketing strategies, a very thorough operations manual to guide you from A to Z, what you need to do, and a strong training program. This is some pictures of the franchise unit. They could be a food truck, they could be a cart, and inside the mall also we can have a kiosk. I can share also some pictures with you later on. Depending on each location, we have a solution. And those are secondary units. If you are operating on a beach and you think you can roam there, we provide those bikes. They are great quality. They come from Portugal. They can be charged overnight and they can roam for around 8-9 hours without any electrical support. It works perfect. What's the value proposition? So it's a premium brand. It's low entry cost, as we're going to see with Anshul soon. It's a proven business model. We have done it for the last 4 years, and it's proven it can work. On the value, it has high return on investment. It's offering a health and wellness product, so something trendy, and more people are going to move into this, versus if you're offering something full of sugar, you say, okay, you know what, but people are having a lot of rejection on this level. Highly innovative, and we have a strong operation background. One thing also to mention is on the ease of operation, because here you don't need really to cook something. Yes, it's food, it's fast moving, but you don't need to cook something. You don't need to worry about the recipe. You don't need to worry about having highly skilled staff, because the product comes to you already packed. So all what you need to do is just have someone who can smile, offer something in a good way, friendly way, and be able to explain a bit about the product, which increase the profitability of the model. So that's it. I'm gonna share with you 2 videos that can tell you a bit more about the product. One is about how we are manufacturing it, and one is about how we sell it. So. And the other video is a bit about the mood that we create in our shops. Right, so that I think would conclude my part. I'm happy to take any further question along the line after we share the financials, and yeah, I'll be happy to hear your feedback.
Thank you so much, Mazen. Anshu, could we please give a sense on the numbers?
Sure, Vanessa, I will. So, good afternoon, friends. So the model that you see now is this is for a 64 square feet kiosk model, where we're looking at an investment of 16.5 lakh rupees. Right, which includes the kiosk fabric.
There's a lot of background noise we are hearing.
Just give me. I think this should be better. So we have a total investment of 16.5 lakhs, which includes the kiosk fabrication, the equipment, some pre-opening expenses, and a franchise fee of 9 lakhs. Right, so this is total investment at a unit level, and then once we go to our pro forma,
is this a cart or this is a store?
this is a kiosk, 64 square feet.
Okay. Okay.
So the pictures you saw, not a cart, but a stationary kiosk. Right. Then we go to pro forma. In terms of the price points, looking at so price point would be between For each this would vary between 200 to 300 rupees. So on an average, you get about 250 rupees average price point is what you will be able to achieve per customer, right? So what we've done is we've looked at 50 bills a day at a value of 250 rupees. So that gives us an annual revenue of $63,000, which is, I can convert that into INR. So that's about 50 lakh rupees or so, 4725. So roughly about 50 lakh rupees annual business is what we're looking at. And the very important point to note here is that company would be supplying the complete stock at a 50% gross margin, right? And this would be with a mix of imports from Dubai and also with plans to set up in India, right? So it will be a mix of supplies from both the ends, imports and also some local production in the market itself, right? So overall, as a unit franchisee, you get 50% margin on the product, right? So ideally a 200 rupee popsicle, you receive it for a 100 rupee value, right? Now then coming to some of the other expenses, we have a royalty of 6%, then a central marketing fee contribution of 1%. 1% is local marketing that is spent by you, of course, guided by company's marketing strategy and marketing team. We just need to put one person at the store. We don't need too many staff. Just one person at the store, which is also at a very nominal cost. Say, roughly about 15,000. So we have taken a cost of 15,000 rupee monthly for this one person at the kiosk, right?
Anshul, the background noise is too much. Can't hear anything. You
Guys,
need to choose the-
what is happening here? Okay. Then in terms of our rental, we've taken $8,000 rent or 15% of sales, whichever is higher becomes a payable value. So at $8,000 value, that's 6 lakh rupees or 15% of sales, whichever is higher is payable to the landlord. Some of the other expenses like utilities, packaging costs, consumables, and some miscellaneous expenses, so all that is taken into consideration. At 50% margin, you would end up doing $10,000 annual profits, which means on a gross margin of 50%, you're able to net say 30 to 35% as a also, which means roughly between 10 to 14,000 annual, or in INR term, this would be 8 to 10 lakh rupee annual earning is what we're looking at, right? So with an investment of 16.5, we're looking at under 2 years break even at unit level. 16.5 lakh investment, a product value of say 250 rupees per popsicle, and then you have a 50% gross margin, right? Taken out all the expenses, you would end up saving 33% on the total sales, right? So that gives you 8 to 10 lakh rupee at a unit level, right? So that gives us under 2 years break even.
What is the minimum requirement we're looking at, Anshul and Mazen, for development standpoint? Because we are not looking at unit operators right now. Correct. So can we share what is we are looking for right now as a starting point?
Venus, what we discussed was that we were looking at a partner who can do 20 carts or 20 units area 20 units, and the master fee for that would be $100,000.
So just for clarity, and Mazen, you can also come in here. We are looking for city partners who can
Yes.
deliver 20 locations. Now, these locations are branded, mono-branded location or point of sale. So 75 lakh rupees, $100,000 as a one-time fee. And after that, what would his overall investment look like? And these 20 locations need to be coming. What is the timeline for this?
20 locations over 5 years. And so overall investment would be, so the master area franchise partner he would of course pay the master fee, and then also start with one unit himself, and rest he can do to sub-franchise. So this is say 10 lakh, 75 lakh rupees investment, 85 lakh rupees to begin with.
Okay, Manan, are we on the same page that we're looking for a city partner with minimum 20 mono-brand location opportunity? He buys the exclusivity, then develops the location with combination of his own and sub-franchisee?
Yes, I'm aligned on that. I just want to say that for this business to work, yeah, it does not make sense to open one or two. It would not make sense, especially that at some point, our idea is that we are going to establish local manufacturing operations in each city. So this is why we are looking for a city, someone who can saturate a city with 20 locations. Then he can maximize all his management costs, and the profitability would be even better because, you know, in terms of management, logistics, etc., all the things will drop. And yeah, I'm sure if we see the opportunity, it might not take 5 years, but this is how we have put it: in 5 years, 20 locations in each city. So that could be, and this, yeah, would vary between inside the mall, outside, in the park, but those we are talking about branded units, minimum of 2 meter by 3 meter, like minimum of 6 square meters, branded House of Pops. Not if you put a freezer in a supermarket, it's not considered.
Yeah. Sure, but would the exclusive development partner get also the multi-channel rights, like he can buy the product from you and then supply additionally to the hotels and HoReCa segment?
Exactly, that's a good point. If you have noticed a part in my presentation where I said we operate under the 5 channels, those channels will be open to that person. But then there should be some requirement. The guy should have a distribution network, because distributing to hotels, distributing to trade, should have contracts in place, etc. So given if this is done, yes, but in any case, what he can always do events, he can always do catering, he will have access to online. So all those kind of, you know, catering for an event, he can put a card if there is a concert happening, of course. When you move to the hotels and to the trade, if he has an established distribution network, or he is able to develop a distribution network and contracts with the chains, etc., placement, merchandiser, salesman, because this is a bit more complicated, this would also, he will get the priority. If he does not, then we would be looking for a distributor in the trade.
Okay, makes sense. So just I'm just summarizing the opportunity. Since India is a large country and House of Pops is a growing brand, but an established concept, we are looking for cluster partners. I think India lives in cities, so we are looking for primary partners in each city. We have Delhi would have a different partner, and in fact, NCR would have a different partner. So Delhi, NCR, Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Kolkata, Ahmedabad, Chandigarh. So these would be the cities we'll be looking for. One partner comes in. I think we're looking at an overall investment of about under 1 crore. So you pay 75 lakh rupees as an exclusive development fee. Mazen, this is a 10 plus 10 year contract we're looking for with an area developer?
Correct.
Yeah, so it's a 10 plus 10. So generally it's a long-term opportunity. And once you set a couple of your units, then you can give it to sub-franchise. Again, it's a low-cost opportunity. Within 15 lakhs, you can put this up. And plus you can develop the HoReCa segment. You can do events, you can do catering. So you can build a scalable business in your territory. And again, although the product is FMCG, however, brand is not. It is going to be a premium brand. So you will say that ice cream, of course, is a competitive business, but it's not as competitive as Dubai. And that was actually my question to Mazen, that Dubai is such a, I mean, it's insane how competitive it is when it comes to the frozen dessert segment. I mean, there is every kind of player. So how did you sort of compete, and how, I know the brand is established now and you are there in Horeca and as well as retail, but coming into a competitive market scenario, how does you, how, what's a typical strategy to in a already competing space?
Yeah, so initially we did not start with a huge budget. As I told you, it was on a shoestring, as we say. So initially we went into markets. It was my partner, myself, in a bike, in a market, and we did a lot of events. If there is a festival event, we were there. If there is something on the beach, we were there. And this created because a good connection with the people, because they would associate the brand with the good moments. And then the second thing is we went online, and then they were able to access us online. We worked on the influencers. We were sending boxes of ice cream to them, and they are extremely happy to support something which is natural. And if you know in your region who are the, you know, the influencers, they don't need to be mega influencers, but micro influencers as well can work. And they would love, they are already looking for something new. And when you show them and it's written natural, etc., and they would be excited to share with their followers whatever they are doing. So those are the things that can help you have a start. But in our case, currently, whoever is going to work with us, we are going to share with him the entire manual. You don't need to figure this out. We figured this out over 4 years, but now it's all in the operations manual and in the marketing strategy. And we will support also through social media by creating advertisement, posts, support, because we already, this is not the first time we franchise. Maybe I should have mentioned this. We already sold the franchise to Abu Dhabi for 2 locations. Wow. We sold it to Saudi Arabia. Already we signed with a guy. He opened 1 shop. He's opening another shop, and he's opening online this month as well. We signed a letter of intent with Bahrain, and we are going to start in a month's time. Kuwait and Qatar are coming next. We have strong partners, and we will be also part of the World Cup. So our franchising model is not only related based on our experience, but also on actual franchisees that have already worked with us. And that's why you can be assured that we'll give the right marketing strategy to launch it in the proper way.
That's great, Mazen. And I think what you really have done is, since you have a FMCG background with Unilever, you understand once a great product is created, what it needs is distribution across channels. I think this brand provides that. And I think in India, it's a huge opportunity across our cities. If I compare, if you compare apples to apples from an international brand, dessert, I'm talking dessert only, I'm not talking other quick service segment. I think it is a fairly a capital liability from an international master franchise brand standpoint. And there's a huge audience. I mean, I'm one of your customers, and I would buy this at a store, mall, in fact, on an app. You're saying that you can do online sales also now. And in India, just like Dubai, desserts are being sort of eaten through delivery. So I think it's a huge opportunity across channels for a brand and product like yours. And we are looking for city-based partners. In fact, Mazen would love to have you in Dubai. Dubai is just a 3-hour flight. But the next step is, if there are any questions, let me see if there are any questions. What is the selling price of each popsicle? That's a good question, Priyanka. Anshul, I think you mentioned we in Indian rupees, it is anywhere from 200 to 300 rupees,
from 250 to 310.
From 250 Indian rupees to 310 Indian rupees. And you would say it is an expensive popsicle. And it is, but as Mazen showed us, We are not using any artificial product. It is all natural. It's real fruit. It is agave. It's not like typical sugar. There are no other settling ingredients. It is as fresh as you can expect it to be. It's made fresh. That's why we are asking. That's why the price points are slightly higher. I mean, I compare it with, let's say, a Starbucks coffee. A medium black coffee at Starbucks right now in India is about 275 rupees. It's just black water. But here you're getting fruit, fresh fruit. You're getting, it's not normal, it's agave, right? And you want to tell people what agave is, because a lot of people don't know what agave is.
100%, 100%. Maybe I can talk about the pricing, because initially when we wanted to launch in Dubai, the premium ice cream, let's say, for example, Magnum, was sold at 8 dirhams, 7.5 dirhams at that time, 7.5. But then when we looked at what people pay for a coffee, what people pay for a Red Bull, what people pay, if you go to the organic section, you can see those kind of cookies, vegan cookies, etc. Yes. Those are being sold at crazy prices, but in the mind of people, yeah, ice cream is different. But then we said, you know what? If they are ready to pay for a cookie, I'm talking in dirhams, 20 dirhams or 15 dirhams for 40 grams, 45 grams, then given the ice cream and the cold chain and the packaging and all those kind of things, we are confident that would be looking to buy it at a premium. So we launched it at 20 dirhams, 20 and 25, and 20 is $5.5. When we are talking about India, we said, okay, not $5.5, it will be $3.5. We accommodate for this. So what's the rationale of the price? One is, maybe I can elaborate a bit about it. So number one, in any commercial ice cream, even the ones that say 100% natural, they use natural flavor. Okay, why? Because if you froze a fruit, it would lose its taste. Try put like a banana in the fridge, take a bite after, you will see that it does not have a taste. So what they do, they put, let's say, 20% or 50% of mango, and they add natural mango flavor to deliver this taste. But when you eat it, you feel that there's something either sweet, either they add a lot of sugar to bring the sweetness, or they add flavors, which doesn't feel very fresh. In our case, we don't add any flavors. We keep adding fruits until you have the right flavor. And then there is around 60, 70, 80% of fruit. This is number one. Number two, about agave. So agave versus regular sugar, the difference is that agave has very low glycemic index. It's a plant from Mexico that is sweet. And a low glycemic index makes the increase in the sugar level in your blood, the spike, less. It does not increase the sugar level in your blood, and therefore it gives you a more sense of fullness over time, contributing in an indirect way to your weight management. Also, there is a lot of diabetic people who need to avoid this spike in the sugar level that can consume that. We don't recommend it, but many people eat it and it does not impact them. And third one is the packaging. We use a compostable packaging, which is 6 times more expensive than plastic. All those things we can compromise on, but if we start compromising, then we go back to the major pool of the players, and we cannot differentiate ourselves. I'll give you another hint. Any product that is sold outside on a beach in UAE, in Dubai, a Pepsi can, they would sell it at 10 dirhams. In the shelf on Carrefour, you might get it at 2 dirhams.
Yeah.
Our product is sold in our shops on the beach at 20. Carrefour has placed it at 18.5 dirhams. Wow. So they have taken only 10% discount. And this, you would never see it. Any refreshment, any juice in the touristic places is 3-4 times more expensive than on the shelf. But Carrefour, who no one would doubt his ability to price right, has priced us at 18.5, only taking less than 10% discount. So those all give us an indication that things are working. And we have developed a huge business here. Still without the trade being just launched in Carrefour, we were able to sell more than $5 million in the last year.
Wow.
So there is demand on that, and there is acceptance on the price. Of course, it is not mass. We would not be, targeting everyone. But we believe in our discussion that there is market in India to get good profitable business at this price level. Having said that, we are also flexible with our partner if we execute in the right way, if we display the product in the right way, the visibility, etc. And we see there is a challenge on the price, we can still consider that.
Right, and I think you made important points like packaging. India has this is last week. From 1st July, Mazen, there is a new directive which has come that there are certain categories where the government has stopped allowing the single-use plastic packaging. So India,
perfect.
right? I'll send you that. I think I'll send you that news. Because our population demographic is so big. So India is taking some very, very, very serious steps, which is not easy for us as a relatively poor country. But considering looking into the future 5-10 years down the line, so like having a compostable packaging is a major factor, because by government standards we are already kind of discouraging single-use plastic in a lot of categories. So that's good for us actually. And once if we inshallah, if we have a good business built up in India, you can do something with manufacturing, local manufacturing, involve some local players who can help us with packaging, help us with manufacturing. So yes, I think it's a business and a brand which will work well for people who want to work with a great product across channels, build a brand, and the business. I think price point should not be an issue. Every grocery stores, Mazen, now in all our main neighborhoods carry, like I go and buy imported olive oil. I go and buy imported olives, cream, what you call that, the cream which is whipped cream, fresh whipped cream, yes, coming in from America. All our stores have that. So I think price points are not a major issue. What we need is a partner who can build the distribution channel and the retail channel. Everything else is done by Mazen and his team. And the next step, if we don't have any other questions, the next step would be to for you have my information, reach out to us, let's have an initial chat, and if it makes sense, then we will schedule your call with Mazen and his team to explore it further. Mazen, any closing thoughts before I hand it over to Archana?
No, I just want to thank you for organizing this. I strongly believe there is a big opportunity in India, and I strongly believe that we are very well prepared to give all the support to make this a success there. So I will be looking forward for any interesting party to take it forward.
Thank you so much, Mazen, for your time. I know you are very busy. Manisha, for sure. Although I know about the Lulu Mall, but we are not looking just for one location right now. We are looking for people who can come in as a partner. But I've understood your comment, and I think let's have a quick. My team will have a quick chat with you. So thank you, Mazen. Thank you, everyone, for your time. This was very exciting. Mazen, we are very excited to work with you alongside our team to bring the brand to India. Fran Global especially has a good track record when it comes to brands from Dubai. So I think let's get started and let's start building the business in India. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, Mazen, and look forward to build this in India.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Archana, over to you.
So thank you so much, everyone, for joining the call. Thank you, Venus. Thank you, Mazen. Thanks, Anshul. Everyone, for this opportunity. Please connect with us at our business hotline number, which is 97176-83838. You can also write to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. We welcome all your suggestions, feedback, as well as queries. Also, we are available at different social handles, so do try to connect with us at our Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Also, it's very easy to get connected with the management team of Franchise India at their LinkedIn IDs. LinkedIn IDs about for Gaurav sir and Sodamam is on your screen. And tomorrow under our 12 p.m. webinar, we are inviting you to join us for our Investor Advantage program. This webinar will We'll teach you, guide you, and give you options about different business opportunities, what all tips you should be taking before selecting any business. So don't dismiss chance, because tomorrow we'll be sharing 24 pointers to select the best franchisee for yourself. Do registration with us. Registration can be done either by joining us at our Facebook page, LinkedIn page, Twitter, or connect with us at our business hotline number. Thank you once again for joining in today. Have a great day ahead. Thank you so much.